National Assembly transmits controversial tax reform bills to Tinubu for assent. Good day, my dear listeners. It is another interesting news coming from your favorite broadcaster again. Thanks for joining. The National Assembly transmits a controversial tax reform bills to Tinubu for assent. Moving on to the full details, Kelly, please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. The National Assembly has transmitted a set of the critical tax reform bills to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for assent. The chairman of the Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Senator Yemi Adaramodu, confirmed the development during a press briefing on Tuesday at the National Assembly complex in Abuja. The tax reform bills had been a subject of controversies, particularly in northern Nigeria, where some governors and stakeholders had believed the reforms would undermine the region. The legislative package includes 4 bills: Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill, Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Bill, Nigerian Tax Administration Bill, Nigerian Tax Bill. These bills have not been transmitted. It is out of our hands and on its way to the executive, Adaramodu stated, adding that the legislative process had involved rigorous legal and procedural scrutiny to ensure compliance with existing Nigerian laws. Originally submitted by President Tinubu in November 2024, the tax reform proposals are central to his administration's effort to modernize tax collection, expand the tax base, and streamline fiscal coordination among federal, state, and local government. The harmonized versions of the bills were adopted by both the Senate and the House of Representatives on May 25, 2025. Tax bills like these require careful scrutiny. Legal departments in both chambers must ensure alignment with existing statutes before final transmission to the presidency, Adaramodu explained. After harmonization, the clerk of the National Assembly prepares the final document for signing by the Senate President and Speaker. The reform process involved joint committee deliberations, expert reviews by legal terms, and consultations with key stakeholders. The final draft was signed off by Senate President Godswill Akpabio and House Speaker Tajuddin Abbas. Senate President Akpabio last week praised the National Assembly for what it described as strategic leadership, national interest, and inclusive legislative engagement, and facilitated the timely passage of the bills. These landmark tax bills will add immense value to governance and transform how taxes are collected, administered, and shared across Nigeria, Akpabio had claimed. My dear listeners, now we have come to the end of our today's news. And now before I go moving down to the comment section, the first comment here says point of correction. Please, we do not have any National Assembly. Another commenter says National Assembly transmits controversial national cake to President Tinubu for sharing. A commenter says now because of this bill, I go vote for Tinubu. Another commenter says we would like to see the summary of the bill. While a commenter says the National Assembly transmitting the tax reform bills to President Tinubu is exactly the kind of governance move that shows we are not sleeping at the wheel. This is the serious leadership looks like. Not tweeting empty rhetoric or hoping from one interview to another like Peter Obi or traveling abroad to lobby foreign powers like Atiku. Let's be clear. This tax reform, a commenter says, I challenge to those Momu destroying alcoholic beverages to continue with it now. This is the best time for the governors to use their brains to generate funds, no more waiting federal allocation for court and share. What you bring to the table will be derivative of what you are gonna get. Baba Tinubu, please make sure you enforce local government fiscal autonomy, and it will be fine if 774 local government election could hold in the same day. Those idiot governors must render to nothing. So my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.